What's up, you two? You're probably wondering about this whole Spadra town that I keep talking about. I'm not really talking about the town, I keep talking about the cemetery, but the cemetery is really the only thing left other than Lewis Phillips' house, which is a 3-story mansion. And that's a historical landmark. For some reason, the Spadra Cemetery is not a historical landmark. It's just a no trespassing place that's fenced off, and it kind of seems like they would be in between a construction phase, but there's no construction going on or restoration. Someone kind of just stole the front gate of the cemetery, and it's just chain link fence that's ripped in all the different sides, and homeless people live on one side of it. So what happened with the city was basically Spadra was never really a great city. I'm sorry to say. What happened was there was a train that ran through there, and this guy Lewis Phillips bought all this land off the Mexican land grant. Whoever owned the Mexican land grant before, he bought a lot of the parcels of land and he squared them out. And since the train stopped there, people bought parcels of the land off of him, and he profited. And what happened was almost the very next year, the train stopped in Colton as well. So it was kind of a big hit to the town because no one needed to stop there. They used to stop there off the train to eat and everything when they were coming all the way from LA to go out into the desert or San Bernardino. But once it stopped in Colton, it was over. It was just like no one really cared about that city very much. And then what happened was Pomona came in and started piping water into Pomona, which made Pomona a huge agricultural success. And since Spadra didn't have water the same way, most all of the people moved from Spadra to Pomona. And what happened after that was they built a dump on Spadra. After that, they built a mental institution, like the largest mental institution in America, which didn't really contribute to the town because it was self-sustaining. And there was an industrial alley that's pretty much still there. And the only things there is the cemetery and Lewis Phillips's house, because he died a millionaire. And the town was pretty much a ghost town by the time that he died. So just kind of wondered why we don't have a history on Spadra. And I mean, we do, but it's just kind of sucked up and gone away and disrespected. I mean, I was walking near the cemetery and I had rocks hurled at me, so it's obviously not respected anymore. And I just kind of want to tell you about the history of that town, maybe why there's still echoes of bad in the area, and it's a haunted place. That cemetery, I've never walked in it for obvious reasons, but I mean, don't even walk near it.